welcome back. Okay, I seem to have died whilst I was offline. Oh well, never mind. This one might end up running on a little bit longer than usual because I'm coming close to the end of the Tython side of the class quest now, so I'm gonna try and run through it all. I'll do it as quickly as I can, but I don't want to just blast through it at the same time, if you know what I mean. I want to take enough time to do it properly rather than just running straight through it, but I am going to try and finish it all off before I end this recording. If it goes on for too long, what I'll just do is I'll split the recording into two parts and upload it as part 1 and part 2. But yeah, this is the last day of the early access, and I'm not going to be activating the time code I got with the game until January, so I want it done now. If at all possible, I want to get my ship before the end of the day. So, yeah. Also, you probably noticed by now, but these are actually being uploaded somewhat after the time when I've recorded them. That's because I've had other things going on. I've been doing other things. This Let's Play malarkey is a lot more work than I thought it would be. I have a bit of a backlog still with Thingy Bob Revelations. However, I finally finished compiling all of those videos at least, I just haven't uploaded them all yet. But that won't be that much longer. Ooh, got a Tythonian commendation. Nice. You do occasionally loot them, which is nice. Mostly you get them through quests, but some can be looted as well. Yeah. Hello. Right. Here's the first of the thingy bobs. Also, I'm actually not sure if I recorded that part. I'm pretty sure I did. But if you remember, at one point I mentioned there was a quest around this area that I wanted to do. There was a reason I couldn't find it, because it wasn't available at the time. It is available now, though, I think. So I'll be doing that whilst I'm here. It's a really quick one, though, so it will only take a minute or two. I've got to get this one before it kills me. Which is looking like it might soon happen. Oh. Crumbs! Ooh, that was close. Lammy neck, that was really close. I think I'm actually going to heal. Yeah. That's me saying I want to do it as quickly as possible, and it's ended up leading to me being almost dead. Ooh. That one. It's not good, is it? Yay! You can see I'm more powerful than I was before. It's amazing how much difference one level can make in this game. Why is my frame rate dipping? Yeah. You know, this computer's been giving me nothing but jip for the last couple of days. Some serious problems. Anyway, here's the first of the holo recordings. These are just recordings, though. I don't think they're not conversation-y stuffs.
Master Rajvari's gone. The council survived. We failed. They'll come for us. They'll have to lay siege if they want to take us prisoner. We can't give in. Master Rajvari's 5th principle says, showing mercy to an enemy creates a spiral of destruction. We'll take plenty of Jedi with us.
Is it wrong that I actually feel sorry for these people? They were only doing what they believed in, and they were demonized for it. I don't know. It's a moral debate. Were their decisions wrong? Was what they were doing really all that terrible? They had noble intentions. And from the way things are looking, it seems like Rajvari actually had a point, you know? Again, people often do. Don't even see him. Oh, dead now. But yeah. Another recording, just have to find my way in. Yay! I seem to be rather quiet at the moment. I'm not gabbling as much as I usually do. I am on fire. That helps. You madman. Or woman in this case. Reference to one of my other Let's Play series. Perhaps you should go check that one out. Dead Space. Something of an in-joke. Second recording. For those who are too stupid to figure it out, which is none of you.
Another Jedi today. My 7th. Master Rajavari formed an army from the allies he found past the mountains. We could sure use them now. But they vanished. Just left their servants. Those cannibals in their stupid camps. Master Rajavari's second principle says all life is a battle, even to your last breath. But our allies didn't leave us a choice.
See, that's what I mean. It doesn't feel entirely like they were wrong. They were... I don't know what the term I'd use to describe them really is. They were trying to do what they believed in and were put down for it. As they say, history is written by the victors. Who was really the right one here? Often the people who claim to be noble are worse because, well, they claim to be noble, thus justifying what they do, the hard decisions they make, the terrible things they do as being right, simply because, well, they're the good guys, you know? But this is the quest I mentioned anyway. I like this one.
It's
Very
impossible!
short,
Why would my master assign me a trial that can't be done?
Quiet, idiot. Every beast in the ruins will converge on you.
Oh,
Pwned.
you startled me. I didn't see you approach.
Exactly my
master
point.
says there are valuable materials behind that boulder over there. But get this, the blasted thing can't be moved. My instructions were to go to a platform in the ruins.
No.
Meditate and let the
No
force
different.
empower me.
Only
but I've
different
meditated
in
till
your
I can't
mind.
see straight and nothing.
Maybe you should just try again.
You have no idea how long I've been at this. So I'm gonna get drummed out of the order because I can't move a rock that can't be moved. It's absurd. Hey, what if maybe you could help me?
Saw
Are
that
you good at this
coming.
meditation thing?
I don't know, but I'm game to try.
Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver. So just kneel at the altar nearby. Supposedly, if
Lifesaver.
you find deep inner peace, you'll be able to move the boulder. If you fail, I can tell my master it wasn't just me who couldn't move it.
Back in the mid-80s, when I was a kid and I was playing Star Trek, that's what I used to think lightsabers were called, because nobody had ever actually spelled it out to me. I was going off, you know, hearing, and it sounded to me like lifesavers. I don't think I'm the only one either. In fact, I know I'm not. Yay! Wendy, I can fly! Have it. Let's see what he makes of this
Did
one.
it! I can't decide if I'm ashamed that I couldn't do it or happy that my mission is complete. There was supposed to be something important behind the boulder.
Uh-oh.
It would appear we were mistaken.
But,
Iniki,
Master Quilljake,
Look.
why are you here?
An
wana
Ithorian.
wada blota wijawa, o wamawanka matuske. Manchi doti puna puna, kabuk nuni snemo.
Why didn't Miyagi just teach Daniel karate?
Kasuyali kulira, kanki
Because
kun.
if he openly taught him
But,
karate,
Master,
that would be
it's
the
not my
only thing
fault.
on his
I
mind.
didn't ask for help. I tried to decline.
That is simply not true, Master Quilljake.
Kunamo, uban chone alipa, istin koto. Wonki atacha kapa tonka, jisa bicha. Kutogi kumpa, jiji no lia makechisa.
That's what you get, really.
It's all your fault. You ruined my chances.
Did I now?
Kunamo, uban chone alipa, istin koto.
What was he supposed to do? Did you deliberately set him up to fail?
No.
Ubanya, manchi doti puna puna, kabuk nuni snemo. Oka kiza spida perupa, kava
Unfortunate
shiniko higa danulia.
I feel sorry for Flingeld. He tried very hard.
Atungi ma chechu, i kuti nankihe,
Really?
dusta barawanga. Ne subul kobo pomo?
Yes, yes, Master.
Imache churon chika chiliska chanaga.
It's one thing I've always disagreed with. No place for pity, no place for sorrow, no place for helping those less fortunate than ourselves. That's the very purpose of the Jedi. That's what they are there for.
The bleeding won't stop. Blast it! Why did I watch Vadria's back? Master Rajwari's 7th principle said it. Sacrificing your strength is the path of a fool. I should have just let her die. It doesn't matter. This siege is nearly over. This can only end one way.
Now again, you see what I mean? I just can't help but feel sorry for what happened to them. Maybe they weren't perfect, but they didn't deserve that. They were massacred. They were abandoned by everyone. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I'm giving them more than they deserve. Okay. Maybe I'm giving them more credit than they deserve. Maybe I'm too focused on my own personal comprehension of right and wrong. I don't know. But that's kind of the point, isn't it? We have to draw our own conclusions based on the evidence we have. If you have to achieve enlightenment by being told, then it is not true enlightenment. That's a philosophical debate for another time. Right now, I'm here to... okay. Be randomly attacked by droids from out of nowhere. Like David Hasselhoff. Boy. Yeah. What is that anyway? It looks like the Eye of Ra. Mwahaha. Looks like I'm not the only one taking the quick route along the side. The reason I'm doing that though is because people are watching. Normally I would just happily fight my way through for the extra experience points. But as I said, I would prefer to finish this one sooner rather than later. Well, they all aggroed him, so I'm going to do one. Providing he's okay. Nah, bonus to it. There we go. I wonder if he thinks that I was trying to kill Steel then. So I've noticed you can't with this. Once you start a battle, you whoever made the first hit is the one that gets the experience points, regardless of who comes along afterwards. So one of the things I was never too keen on with Star Wars Galaxies, it was about whoever did the most experience. So you did often get kill stealers. Though I have to say there was one time in particular it was especially amusing. We were just about to go up to a crate dragon. This dude came in on a skiff, the lava skiff, and it was like he actually pulled a skid right in front of us and leaped off it and started fighting the crate on his own. I was like, I just couldn't be angry at him because of the way he did it. Oh, that was brilliant. That really was brilliant. I can't remember his name. It was years ago now. What, random invisible people? Somebody else who has the pre-order code bonusy thing? The yellow and black lightsaber? Yeah, because when I think of lightsabers, I really think of yellow and black blades. It's really the first thing that comes to mind when I think about wanting a whatchamabob. Wanting a custom colour crystal. I want a white one. I've always liked having a white one, or silver if you prefer, but that's what I want anyway, or pink. White being my favourite. I've always preferred white. Speaking with companion, I don't have a companion yet. I will shortly be getting one at the next stage of the quest. Incidentally, Jeff Bridges! Son of a bitch can sing. And I mean, he can sing. Go check out his album. He wrote a song on there called The Quest. Which is why I mentioned it. Anyway, I'll be quiet now and let you see what's going on here. Whilst we do this, I will eat some chocolate.
Master Yuan, I have the clues we need.
Oh, Padawan. Back already? What clues did you find?
The terminals held the last words of Rajavari's apprentices.
So the Jedi besieged Kaleth after Rajavari tried to kill the Council, and his apprentices held the line all by themselves. Remarkable.
Rajavari's apprentices knew there was no hope, but they defended their beliefs to the last.
Yes, with a different master, they could have been great Jedi. Hopefully the principles you've recovered will help you pass into the Fount of Rajavari safely. And once Kaizen brings us the last coordinate... Wait, where is Kaizen? It's been... How long was I working?
I could go and find Kaizen, just to make sure he's all right.
He mentioned the
Coordinate.
Waterfall Caves, didn't he?
Mention that in a moment.
If Kaizen has the last coordinate, you can triangulate the Fount of Rajavari. There's no time to waste, Padawan. Go, and may the Force be with you both.
The Force will be with you. Always. About that, yeah. Coordinate. I did mention this in a previous video, but I think it was one of the ones that failed. So, a coordinate and coordinate are actually two different things. To coordinate is an action which draws together two or more disparate elements and binds them into a cohesive singular. For example, a coordinated attack where you'd have two people, groups, whatever, where you have one person in the middle that will make sure they both work in tandem or more. That is coordinate. A coordinate, although spelled the same way, is a location. It's the same with attribute and attribute. I'm not going to take that question. Although attribute and attribute are spelled the same way and have similar meanings, they are two distinct entities. An attribute is something which is inherent to something, one of its defining features. For example, a common attribute of the elephant would be its trunk. It is something which is attributed to it because it is something that is, well, something that it is. So you see, an attribute is something you have, whereas attribute is when you apply it. You can attribute an attribute, which is where it becomes so very, I'm going to take that quest later as well, right? This is where it becomes so very confusing. So yeah, I think I've probably just confused everybody even further with what I was just talking about. But the point is, coordinate and coordinate are two separate things. It's one of the things I noticed. The voice acting in some of this is a little bit on the odd side. And I was unsure about it, particularly Master Yuan. I wasn't too sure about hers, but I've found as I've gone along, it's given her a distinct personality. It has made her unique. So, although I disagree with the way she pronounces certain words, well, that's just the way it goes. The problem with English is we don't have such hard and fast rules as other languages, like Spanish, for example. So there is some room for debate, if you see what I mean. But anyway, nah, you didn't come here to hear me rambling on and on about English, did you? Unfortunately, it is one of those things I often tend to do. See, I'm a writer. I write. So, words are important to me. They have a great amount of meaning. And they have great importance in my life. So, I do tend to focus on them a lot, particularly when they are used incorrectly and misused. And am I going the right way? Yes, I am going the... Wait. Am I going the right way? I think I am.
Jedi? Oh, thank the matriarch.
No, I'm not. This is the wrong mission. So I'm actually going to skip this one for now. Right, so where is it I'm supposed to be going? How did I end up here? Oh, piffle. Yeah, that's one of the side quests. Incidentally, I pressed escape, which cancelled the conversation. I didn't know this initially, but if you press escape during a conversation, you can cancel it without actually removing it. I'll go back and do that at a later date. That's all that means. I had a feeling I was going the wrong way. I thought it took a bit longer than it was supposed to for me to reach the... yeah. Derp. Yay! Derp-a derp-a-derp. Herp derp. Herp derp. Herp-a derp-a herp derp. Herp herp herpity derp. Herp herp herp-a derp-a derp. Herp-a derp-a derp-a herp derp. Herp-a herp-a derp-a derp-a herp derp. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that for now. Yeah. Right, so where am I going? I'm supposed to be going... ah, there we are. I'm supposed to be going... oh, I'm in the wrong place again. I need to go up there. This is what happens when I start trying to rush through things. I end up going the wrong way and... oh, piffle biscuits. I'll get there in the end. In the meantime, you can listen to me herp derp. Herp-a derp-a herp derp. Herp herp herpity derp. Herp herp explosive derp. The explosive derp. When a derp is so powerful, it causes explosive decompression of the brain. I am guilty of more than my fair share of those. As I'm sure you've noticed. Gee, what gave it away? Let's run my stick through his face. I'm having way too much fun doing that. Oh, you know something? I hate computers. Sorry about the sudden jump here. For whatever reason, the hard drive I was originally using to record this to has now decided that it can't keep up with the data stream rate and was dropping my frame rate down to 9 when I was recording. 9. So, after fiddling and rebooting a couple of times and trying to shut down other programs, for some reason it seemed to be recording Skype at the same time, which was... yeah. Anyway, I've swapped it over to another hard drive now, which is recording a lot smoother. In fact, a little bit better than it was previously. Did somebody else just come in with behind me? Obviously it won't be in here, but... uh-oh. Random peepers. Are they going to attack me? Yes, they are. Forgot about these guys. But anyway, yeah. So, long story short, I'm not in the best of moods. Not only that, but I've been having some issues outside of games, which I won't really go into right now, because it's not really the best place for it. But I apologise for my frustration levels. I will do my very best to prevent it from bleeding across into these recordings. I cannot be... whoa. I cannot be... I cannot make any promises that I will be completely successful. Ooh, my neck, that was close. Whew. This is, yeah, this is the problem with not leveling up as much as I did last time. Enemies are a lot tougher. Whew. So let's just heal up a wee bit. But that's kind of another reason I want to reach Sage as quickly as possible, because they have specific healing actual abilities rather than the meditation. They have active abilities, because they are the healer class. And I don't usually play healer class, in fact. I never play healer class. I'm usually more of a support sort of character. Some amount of DPS, not a tank. Tank isn't really my thing. Never seems to work for me. But for some reason this time around, well, Consular was always my favourite because they're less combat based and they're more about study and knowledge, which is something I've always placed great importance on. And when I was having a look at the difference between the Sage and the Seer, I noticed the Seer uses the double blade. I may have already mentioned this, but I noticed that the Seer uses the double blade lightsaber, which has never appealed to me, the saber staff. I've always been more of a traditionalist when it comes to lightsabers. The Jedi you see in... the inventory isn't full, is it? Oh, so it is. Oh. I didn't realise I was that close. Oh well. But yeah, the Jedi you see in the films, how many of them did you see using saber staffs and dual lightsaber wielding? Plus, you know what? It takes more skill to use a single lightsaber and succeed against somebody using two, because they have a distinct advantage. Then again, at the same time, if they don't know how they're using them, they're actually a distinct disadvantage because they're less... oh, bombs. Because they're less powerful. It takes a lot more work to wield two of them at once. Oh, crikey, oh crumbs! See if I can... no, can't even get one of them down before I go... I don't remember them being this strong.